Fritz Haber was a German chemist who lived from 1868 to 1934. He is known for his work on the synthesis of ammonia. This process, which is known as the Haber process, has had a profound impact on the world. Before the Haber process, farmers relied on terrible, primitive, non-industrial, natural sources of nitrogen like shoving bone into the soil. But with the limited amount of nitrogen, it reduced their crop yields and made it difficult to feed growing populations. The Haber process revolutionized the way we produce food. By using high pressure and temperature to convert nitrogen and hydrogen into ammonia, it made it possible to produce large quantities of fertilizer on an industrial scale. The Haber process involves converting nitrogen from the air and hydrogen from natural gas into ammonia, which is then used to make fertilizer. The process involves combining the nitrogen and hydrogen under high pressure and temperature in the presence of a catalyst, usually iron, to form ammonia. The reaction is exothermic, meaning it releases heat, and the high pressure helps to shift the equilibrium towards the desired product. However, the rate of reaction increases as the temperature increases, but higher temperatures also lead to the reverse reaction, where ammonia decomposes back into nitrogen and hydrogen. Therefore, to maximize the yield of ammonia, the temperature must be carefully controlled to balance the opposing reactions. As people no longer had to rely on piss and shit to grow their potatoes, this led to a green revolution in agriculture, increasing food production and helping to feed billions of people. However, the Haber process also had a much darker industrial application. The ammonia produced by the Haber process can also be used to make explosives, which is exactly what happened. When World War I came around, Germany would use this method to create tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of bombs. Haber himself was deeply involved in the war effort, developing the use of chlorine gas as a weapon, which was first used at the Western Front of Ypres, Belgium in 1915. This led to the widespread use of chemical weapons on both sides of the conflict, causing immense suffering and death. Many chemists denounced Haber and condemned him for his role in the suffering that was caused. Haber's wife would also show her disapproval, as the night that Haber left on a trip to the Eastern Front to finalize plans for another chlorine gas attack, she took her husband's revolver and shot herself. It's not known if this is actually the reason why she did it, but it coincidentally happened on the evening that her husband left to go coordinate more death. Despite being responsible for thousands of deaths, Haber was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1918 for his work on the synthesis of ammonia. In recent years, there has been many debates on whether Haber should keep his Nobel Prize. Although, taking away his Nobel Prize should be easy, considering the fact that he is dead and can't put up a fight. Although some argue that his contributions to chemical warfare outweigh his contributions to agriculture, others argue that it is important to recognize the complexity of history and the fact that individuals can make both positive and negative contributions to society. The Haber process itself has had a major impact on the world, both for good and bad. While we must acknowledge the harm caused by chemical warfare, we cannot ignore the enormous benefits that the Haber process has brought to agriculture and food production.